Bebe, no way. Bebe, I love you. Bebe, I love you. Leave the honorable to talk, man. Leave. Let him talk.
Mukulu wa faine bintu byayogedde ne ngadde tusaba. Rasta tukwaganya litata waffe, oli mukulu waffe. N'ebintu ebimu wandisirise Bebe. Bera nga Kenzo.
The honorable could ask Bebe Cool, how do you want people to be patriotic? The idea of having to buy a Uganda Airlines ticket, that is patriotic enough.
Era de bonokoloti.
Ulira ngokiriza ndi president Museveni ye president. Oyina okukiriza ndi amuvuganya ye Kyagulanyi.
Welcome back, guys. Kakati, when I was watching that interview, I was going like, Bebe, no way. Bebe, I love you. Bebe, I love you. Leave the honorable to talk, man. Leave. Let him talk. And then the honorable could have 5 minutes of him talking. And then Bebe interjects like, oh no, please don't do that. Leave the honorable to talk as well. I got a brain hemorrhage. Like my brain went like, Bebe, now way. Let the other guy talk as well. So how does all of this come about? All of these things come about. Of course, we all know what the airline did. Leaving people 3 days at the airport, this and that. Very many Ugandans came out and complained. Now, Barrister Timo is the one who had airline yajisizamu egari. Like he said so much. I'm not going to say those things on my channel. But he said quite a lot that Bebe had to come out and go like, what you did was okay, but it wasn't okay. You need to be patriotic. These things you keep to yourself. These things you keep inside the what? These things you keep inside the house. Like, I don't know the Luganda saying. But yeah, so Bebe, that's what he was saying. And then Honorable and Barrister Timo were asking him, how are we going to be patriotic? How do we do that? And then Bebe couldn't answer the question. And then he goes on for 9 minutes. And then he's calling out Noop. And then he's distracting. And then he's interjecting. And then, Fanang. It was a painful thing to watch. Just so to say, but what Bebe was saying was true. As Ugandans, we need to be very, very patriotic. There are some things you just have to keep inside. And then the only problem was he wasn't giving away how Ugandans should have reacted to that thing. Like very many Ugandans, of course, came out and did videos, TikToks and stuff like that, blaming the airline. And the problem is the airline itself, I think they should fire somebody. They should have fired their PR guy. If it was me in that PR position, I would have come out and first apologize, issue that apology in writing, and then get on camera. Explain everything to the detail of what went down that day. Now Bebe was the one explaining. Now Simanyi, they needed parts, and no, those parts had to be Simanyi imported in from the Airbus, and then the other plane, the big plane, the small plane. Everything just looked confusing, and I'm like, why is Bebe now the PR of a whole entire government parastatal? Why is now Bebe the one explaining? And I'm like, no. You guys, it was a painful watch. And the only reason why I'm explaining all these things is that I don't want you guys to also have the same brain hemorrhage that I had watching the interview. That's why I thought, maybe let me bring other guys who watched the interview to react to it. Now, let's watch Madrat and Chico and see what they thought about the whole entire TikTok live.
Mukulu wa faine bintu byayogedde ne ngadde tusaba. Rasta tukwaganya litata waffe, oli mukulu waffe. N'ebintu ebimu wandisirise Bebe. Bera nga Kenzo ajja n'agati bannange ne Museveni atukoledde kyonna n'asirika n'agenda. Uncle Bebe lonya kaluluka candidate wo. Nereke okuva mu kamera yogera eri abantu.
Waliwo akazinze okunkolo. Omuntu ayogera anyway, myiza kuba simanyi kyabadde mabega wakano kennala abana ba Butemi. Bobo ena ina galubindi zayambala ezo. Onya bulungi. Bobo ntazoogeranga nako biki. Nagezo Bebe akoze live na yajjeyo galubindi. Nyezo galubindi ezibeewanya. Nange nsirina zizino badde nazo emyaka ebiri. Nalagana nikakava muziri. Kati simanyi ekyo ki. Sikwateganira wa mugalubindi yotegera
Bebe yagambye
kitegedde ekyo waliwo ekiri emabega w'ebintu ekyo tuli ku level ya galubindi
ate banja bazina umalu katongole azina zaiza akajanga va mwameka najja naye kiki n'agamba kyokka atambudde ensi zonna n'agamba bambi olwo abaana abaali e Dubai kale issues zibaawo airline efunamu obuzibu ffe ono twetugenda Amsterdam entebe kwe nali ntudde nga headphone zange tezikola airline yanneetondera ne bangamba otulala tunatambula omulundi oguddako bagamba kunsalirako 3 quarters olwako kokka ne kati Uganda bambi yafunamu obuzibu tetumanya ffe biki byewe yabaawo era
Ochitegera. Ebizibu, like those things happen. Airlines are just like, it's one of the hardest businesses to run. And they say that it can like take like 5 years, nga equal losses every now and then, but you build a reputation. Now, they just halted their entire reputation they've built for the last couple of years they've been in operation. The airline is beautiful. The food is nice. When you check online, YouTube, whatever, people do videos and they're like, okay, the plane looks neat, the plane looks clean, the food is good. They even give you Uganda waraji. Like, we are all out to be patriotic and push these things. But the problem is, if the airline itself doesn't want to look good in people's eyes, then that's a problem. The airline needed to come out and do a whole PR video explaining what the heck happened. It had to take like Obaba Ampite. We go to Gene Entebbe, we show everything, like the details of how the whole entire plane is being maintained and everything. This was the problem. Now these are our engineers, this and that, so that you clean the name for the airline. It's not people who are supposed to come out and start talking good about the airline. The airline itself needs to hire people, vloggers, I don't know, whatever. They go in, share the details of what happened. Clean the name, please.
Era tanfito tukyagala. Ne kata ne bakola omanyi okola check-in n'ogale wogeno linyira enyo inayetajja ennaku 3 nga bali ku kisaawo. Bebe ku n'agamba beba mumachi beba yiza nete bali atibanywa. Ekyo kirabisa ggwanga lyaffe tuswale waka newa ne ku mirwano. Kwata abantu abo manya eyibadde totoki. Bawe hotel bole bange nyonye eganye bawe nyonye ndala okitegeera ayinga tikiti yali ya bei bawe nyonye ndala bo badeeka abantu mbamu abagendo ziika kati kwaliko n'omwana bambi we Dubai
omuntu afirwa ne wakabambi
ajaziike mulimu abazi n'ebintu ebali bagenda okozesa ku Christmas mulimu oli bambi nga yali azze kukyala azakola okukyala kwe biki byonna byonna
the problem however abantu omuyiza okuba nga otambudde emyaka mingi naye nga tofunanga ku experience eyo osegeera omuntu nobeera ku airport ebbanga eryo lyonna kati oli yayogeza n'amaanyi nti atambudde nnyo naye nga oyinza omubuuza wali ofunyeeko kwegamba wali ofunyeeko obuzibu obwo nobeera ku kisaawe okumala ennaku 3
tolya tonywa
tonaaba osegeera.
You guys, if you've ever been at the airport yenyiza. Like, it's loud, and then at night it's so cold, and then it's like a huge space, and then you don't have anywhere to sleep, and then food is expensive. Banange. An airport is a place where you just have to be there for like 2 hours at most. Layover 6 hours. It makes you go like, okay, can we just get to the plane and leave? It's like still waiting for the pushback, and you're in there for like an hour. You're like, can we just leave? It's annoying. Now I would imagine people who are there for like 3 days. You've already checked out of your hotel, and now you're like, now I'm ready to go, and you're not leaving for 1 day, for 2 days, for a 3rd day, and you're not receiving communication as well. That's painful, man. That's painful. I can feel for the people. I remember I was in South Africa, and we had to fly with an airline called Fly Safari. The locals say it operates like a taxi. For it's always late, but then again, it gets there on time wherever it's flying to. And it's true. So it's delayed for about 45 minutes, but they sent us emails, even WhatsApps. They sent us emails and WhatsApps telling us that the plane has delayed and it will be leaving at this time. Imagine it's a local plane in South Africa. Now, this is an international flight. How does it be late and it doesn't even communicate? And then Bebe went on saying that Musimanyi, the Dubai weather was bad. They had done Simanyi seeding, Simanyi bichi. And I'm like, no, it's not the air. Dubai is just telling its people that the weather is bad. The Uganda Airlines was the one who was supposed to tell people that, hey, because of this and this and this and this, our plane has a problem and we shall not be able to what? To show up. But we are going to rectify this in these manners. Man, that was bad though. Though I feel like they need to fire the PR. And then they hire me.
Ebisaawo bimanyi mandira ebisaawo si byangu
okola pozi kale over kasawa 8 n'owulira nga obulamu bukuweddeko nga bannagisimbula sawa nyako Bebe n'alyoka avaayo n'adifendinga airline efo ky'okuvayo okwetondera eggwanga bane kisonyibwe management etereezemu enyonyi yaffe tujagala ennyonyi mpya ennyonyi nnungi ffe twakalikozesa emirundi 2
waliwo omuntu atalaba nsobi nga ziri sayidi eri nga taziraba naye ekyamazima tukkirize wabawo ebintu ebiseera ebisinga waliwo ekintu kye nalowoozezaako tuyinza okuba tuli ku level y'emu wano oluusi mu nsinga nako Katonda n'agenda ate anteekako ekisa kye nenzija ate nembeera w'amaanyi nenkusingako otegeera madira tuba olina okukkiriza nti kati wano tali ku level yange twali ku level y'emu
abo kyakumakya kiko naye nga tuzannya naawe nja ku swani yemu naawe nnyo ku tripa yemu nobo kyakumakya ne bakuwa minisita
webali
nzina okukkiriza nti kati ndebo gy'olinnyeeko ndala
toza biri nti ate twalingana ne comedians nga tukola kati kino ekintu kiba kirala kino ekintu kya ggwanga nsonga za ggwanga omusajja tava ku Al Jazeera tava ku CNN tava okitegeera
takyali kirasiza mu
takyali ku level era omuntu alowooza nti Bobi Wine ali ku level yenze musaasira omuntu bw'oba ng'okkiriza nti President Museveni ye president
era ne bw'onookolotsa
ulira ng'okkiriza nti President Museveni ye president olina okukkiriza nti amuvuganya ye Kyagulanyi
okitegeera
nti yemboozi eriwo nti kati Kyagulanyi ali ku level ya Museveni obusegede
ali ku level
omuntu bamukolera meeting security organs
zikikakatako
okutuula buli lunaku
zogere ku ye Osagala president waffe Yoweri Kaguta Museveni wabana ata wena security details zituula nezogera ku ye
nti kati omuntu olina omumanya nti eyo level omuntu yakusukkako omuntu ali birala era omuntu atakkiriza nti Bobi Wine w'amaanyi olaba nti Besigye ali mu kkomera naye tebakulimba yadde ali mu kkomera toyinza kuŋŋamba nti bujja kukya nti Mpuuga amusinga amaanyi bujja kukya nti ono Sima Bwanika amusinga amaanyi yadde musibe
newava mukomera kanaga anyimiridde
webale nnyo nti Bobi Wine olwaleero ne bwabivaamu ne bwaga nti kati kale oba kale ne bwaga nti tawangudde okitegeera
ekitiibwa kyalina akyatula mu maaso
takyasobola kusigala ku level y'emu
era babategeka entebe era atula mu maaso
yasomokamu kkiriza gaana
The sijagenda nnyo mu bya Bobi Wine President Museveni. Thing is, the Honorable could ask Bebe Cool, how do you want people to be patriotic? The idea of having to buy a Uganda Airlines ticket, that is patriotic enough. Like a person has decided, sija kugula Ethiopia Airlines, sija kugula Turkish Airlines, sija kugula any other airlines. I will buy Uganda Airlines to fly me from Uganda to Dubai. I will not buy fly Dubai, Air Dubai or whatever. And then Bebe Cool went on saying, Simanya even bought my kids that day, the Uganda Air, Simanya, the Dubai flight. And I'm like, Panange, Bebe. And then he kept on interjecting. He kept on, ngaba mubuza chibuzo, nasoka genda for like 8 minutes. And then natena alumba banup. Nagamba honorable. Gwe honorable. Don't be like these new people. And I'm like, no, the new people have nothing to do with this thing. Leave those guys alone. They have nothing to do with you failing to answer a simple question. How do you want people to be patriotic? Oh my God. You guys, if you haven't watched the thing, you can look for it. The clips are around. But I watched it for like 2 hours and then my brain was like boiling. I got a brain hemorrhage. Let me tell you one thing. If you ever find yourself Having to explain something for a very long time and just like you're taking too much time to explain it, two things are happening. You're either trying to overcompensate, so that means you're telling little white lies, or your brain is so slow that it cannot process things you want to say in real time, so you need more time to explain. Don't ever put yourself in that position. If you don't know, keep quiet and let people who know talk. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.